So today, as I mentioned before, we're talking about squatting every day. I've got 6 points here that I'd love to cover in about under 6 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll add annotations to each point here, so you can click on those to skip through any part that interests you the most. Okay, so number 1, it's called the mindset. So to squat every day, you're not gonna hit a PR every single day. A lot of stuff I get asked about, which I'll cover in later points, is how do you program? How do you recover? Is it even possible? Can you do it as a natural athlete? And all the answers are yes. Essentially, squat every day is Bulgarian light. The whole idea of this program is that you get in the gym every single day and you squat. So, point number 1, it's a mindset. You need to understand that if you have a bad day in the gym, that's okay, because you'll be back tomorrow. Also, you're not going to hit a PR every single day. So point number 2 we have here is variation. It's very important to vary your squats. We have 3 main ones that we'll talk about, and then different ways you can modify or change or make more difficult those squats. So first one, obviously we have the back squat, then we have the front squat, and then we have the overhead squat. So those are the fundamental movements that you'll be doing for your squatting everyday program. Next, what you can do with each of these, now you can pause at the bottom. You can add bands or chains for accommodating resistance. So we'll call those banded squats. We have unstable squats. Now it's not standing on a Bosu ball, that doesn't work. Okay, I'll talk about that in another video, or you can go to my Instagram and try and find that one, but Bosu balls just don't work. So what I do mean by unstable training is when the bar is unstable. So I've heard people call them chaos squats or a number of different things. Regardless, what you do is you add bands to the bar and then you hang kettlebells or other weights from them, so the bar itself is unstable. You need to be on a stable surface, but if the bar moves, that does increase your midsection activation and does make the squat that much more difficult. So next we have unstable squats. And then our last one is the bottom up dead starts or squats from the pins. So I'll just put dead starts here. And that is when you use the safeties, the racks that you have beside you in your power rack, and you start with a weight there. So you start at the bottom of your squat and you stand up. Essentially it takes out, just like pause squats, the stretch shortening cycle, and it makes it a lot more difficult. So point number 3, a question that I got asked a lot while I was doing this program is, how do you program your squats? How do you know what to do and when to do them? First, I use the daily undulating periodization model as opposed to a block or linear model, but that's a whole other video. I'll compare those 3 at a later date. And then how did I determine what weight to use? Well, I use Prelipin's chart to do that. I'll write it down here. I will link to a few other videos for you to go into much more detail in that, because that in itself is a whole other video. So Prelipin's chart, P-R-I-L. So the Cole's notes of what Prelipin's chart is, it's essentially an old weightlifting coach from Russia that through years of experience looked at when his athletes lifted the best. So Prelipin's chart is ideal, or was originally designed for weightlifting. It works great for squats, doesn't work at all for deadlifts. It's too much volume for deadlifts, and for bench press it's not enough volume. But Prelipin's chart works awesome for squats. And again, I will link a few videos that you can check out to understand and learn more about that. But just quickly, if we're looking at 90% of our 1 rep max of what we're lifting for that day, we're going to do sets of 1 to 2 reps, and optimally we're only going to do about 4 reps total out of the whole workout. Next, we're looking at 80 to 90% of our 1 rep max. Our reps and sets are anywhere between 2 and 4, and ideally we hit about 15. So when we're looking at 70 to 80% of our 1 rep max, we're looking at reps and sets through 3 to 6, and ideally we hit about 18 reps in total. Lastly, the lowest percentage we have here is 55 to 65%, and again it's the 3 to 6 range, and we're looking for an optimal set of 24 reps in total. So that is the Cole's notes of Prelipin charts. Point number 4 here, recovery. Again, I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions about all this stuff, probably why I'm doing this video. So recovery, it's important to program recovery into your program. So what I mean by that is the volume that you would normally do, and what I mean by normally is that you would squat about 3 times a week. So if you're squatting about 3 times a week, whether you're doing block, linear, or DUP, periodization, if you're squatting 3 times a week, you take that volume that you already are doing and you spread it out over the entire week. So you're not adding any additional volume to squatting every day, at least not yet. Now, as soon as you adapt and your body gets used to squatting every day, and you're not as sore as often, and the soreness isn't as intense, because it will be when you first start because you are very busy, then you can start adding additional volume as you squat. So again, you're not hitting a 1 rep max every single day, right? You're not just back squatting every single day, and you're not just doing 90+% squats every single day. It is okay if you go to the gym and do a couple singles or doubles or whatever at 50%. That is fine. Remember what I said at the beginning, it's a mindset. Just getting to the gym will help you get in shape and to be better at squatting. And with squatting every day, squatting is a skill, it's a practice. You got to practice your skill to get better at it. That's why leg press, leg extensions, hamstring curls don't carry over to a big squat, because squatting is also a skill. So recovery, go in the gym and do some light squats. That's okay. Make sure you foam roll. Make sure your diet's on point. Make sure you're doing any additional banded work to mobilize your joints and to get ready for the next day. So you can go to the gym and do some light squats and then mobilize, foam roll, and just make sure you eat right as well. So point number 5, what would I do differently? Goes right back to point number 4, is recovery. I didn't recover right. I didn't give myself enough time. I was too excited squatting every day and wanting to squat heavy every single day that I went through little waves. So the first 30 days were fantastic and hit a PR after 30 days. Then after between day 50 and 60, I hit a rut and couldn't even hit 90% for a single. So I stepped back, went a little bit lighter, and changed how I squatted. Then after day 60 to about day 80, it was great. And then again, after day 90, I hit another wall. And then at day 100, it was great. I hit or tied a PR that I did during the squat 100 days. So overall, the program was a success. But what I would do differently would definitely spend more time and recover and appreciate the fact that just getting to the gym is great, and that even if I do some light squats and do a lot of mobility and foam rolling work that day, that is okay. So 6th point, last point, who would I recommend this for? I'd recommend this for everyone. More specifically, maybe beginners and intermediates. I think that they would benefit most from this program simply by the fact that you are going to the gym every day. It does create, point number 1, does create a mindset of wanting to go to the gym, and it is practicing a skill. You don't just get good at a jump shot by doing it 3 times a week. You have to do it every day. So just like squatting, it's a skill. I recommend that you do it every single day. There are some rather strong individuals out there that do squat every day. I will link to all their social media accounts down here. So that's it. That's how I did a squat every day for 100 days. Hopefully you learned something today. Don't forget to click that like, share, and subscribe button. And maybe this will be the first of many videos like this. Regardless, hopefully you guys had a good one today.